I've been working on this for a few months, and I started at 1964, and now I'm at 1973, but I'm going to keep going after this. But I'm going to kind of recap what I've already done, and this is my number ones of the year for those 10 years, 1964 to 1973, and this is 10 albums, and these are my number ones of the year, and I have one in there that I know nobody else in the world has. So I'm going to start off with, of course, the Beatles. I was 13 when this album came out, and a friend of mine got it real early. This came out in Canada. This was a Canadian release. It was Beatlemania, they called it, with the Beatles. But I know a friend of mine had it. I was in an army base, and I know he got it as soon as it came out, and we took it down, and he had a little thing in his little turntable thingy in the basement, and we listened to that over and over, and it was like a grand awakening. I thought, what the hell is this? Before that, there was basically no music. So I was 13 and Beatlemania struck, and I was all in. I've absolutely changed my life for the better, I think. Well, I guess. Anyways, 65, we got Mr. Tambourine Man, the Byrds. As soon as I heard that song, had to get it. Got this album, wore it out with my little, well, I had one of those too, a little box not turntable. Well, I had a turntable, but it was real heavy, a metal thing, and you had to put a penny on the arm, and it was a little box and closed up though, and whatever. But it certainly wore out records. But listen to this over and over and over, and I can still listen to it. Mr. Tambourine Man, folk rock they called it, but they did a lot of other stuff. They did some rock stuff too. And this is the one, 1966. This is my top album of the year. I can't get away from this album. And this is the Ugly Ducklings from Toronto, and they came to our high school twice. The first rock band I seen live, they had a strobe light, and they were playing original stuff and some covers, of course, but got this album soon as it came out in town in Kingston, Ontario, and I can still listen to this album. It's garage rock at its very best. They only really put out this one album, and they might have put one out later on, like a reform thing, but this is the album, The Ugly Ducklings, and it's called, what's it called? Somewhere Outside. Whatever. So, 1967, you got to have this one as number one of the year. Jimi Hendrix Experienced. Are You Experienced? When I heard this too, it's just like most of these albums, it's like a revelation happened. It was like, heard this in school, high school. Somebody had there was a turntable set up or a stereo set up in the electric shop. Somebody brought this record in, the teacher wasn't there, put it on this stereo, great big speakers. I don't know why this was in the electric shop, but cranked it up. Purple Haze came on, and what more can you say? It was all uphill after that. Well, except for Jimmy, of course. But 1968, we got Jefferson Airplane, one of my favorite groups, top 5 for sure. Seen them in 1969 or 1970, whatever it was, one year or the other. But anyways, look at that cover. Ooh, very explosive, but effective. Crown of Creation. Airplane. Just love the Airplane. I mean, all their subgroups too, to a certain point. But this is my number one of 1968. And 1969, you got to have it. Abbey Road, the Beatles. No difference there. The most people, I think, the Beatles. I mean, this is the start, 64. The end, 69. Beatles on both ends. And had everything in between, but Abbey Road, what more can you say? Number 70. No, this is 1970. This is my number one, Tumbleweed Connection with Elton John. Listened to this album a lot too. It was kind of down and out, and this album really has a tone to it that really draws you in if you're depressed, and you just feel it's uplifting. I mean, even though it has a kind of depressing edge to it, it's got an uplifting edge to it too. It's getting into the Old West a little bit. Well, the picture and the cover, anyways. Tumbleweed Connection kind of says it, anyways. Tumbleweed rolling along like a whatever that song is. Tumbleweed. Number. This is 1971. Another album. Aqualung had everything up to this point too, and mostly, I think I got pretty well their whole catalog. And Aqualung came out. It was on the turntable all the time. I mean, literally on the turntable over and over and over again, and it still works totally. Aqualung by Jethro Tull, 1971, 1972. I was trying to pick up 2 albums here. There is 2 albums in here, but this is Exile on Main Street, and this is the Rolling Stones. Totally in on this whole album. Lots of different stuff going on here. A little bit of country rock, blues, R&B, a little bit of everything on this album, and it's dirty sounding like rock and roll should, and it's the Rolling Stones. Always loved the Rolling Stones. Got most of their catalog too. And number, I said it again, number. I'm not going to do this video over because I keep saying number. 1973. This is last year I just did. 74 is coming up though. Pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd by Lynyrd Skynyrd. I mean, I love Southern rock. Always loved it right from the moment. Allman Brothers, yes. But Lynyrd Skynyrd, that's where it's all at right there. 3 guitars, lead guitars going on at different times. And we have Freebird on here, of course, Simple Man. Tuesday's Gone. Gotta have it. That's 10 number 1 singles. 10 number 1 albums. Oh boy, I'm not doing this over again. No way. So Long, 1973, back to 1964. I don't know how I get through these videos. So long.